it's 3,000.
There's weaving involved in that, isn't there? I mean,
but they actually employed seamstresses to thread them by hand. There's 3 wires go for every single ring.
Yeah, wow.
Good job.
It's incredible, isn't it?
Yeah, incredible. I mean, machines later made them. And this lived for years and years and years. The mid-80s, air traffic control in the UK was still using PDP-11s with 4-score on them, you know.
Where were these produced? Did you say these were produced in Russia then? Or,
no. This was
produced in the UK?
American.
Oh, sorry,
America was
okay.
the first inventor.
Okay.
Apparently the first one, again, it may not be true, but the first one was a jukebox in 55.
And there's a master oscillator in the Pentium.
Amazing, isn't it? Amazing.
And where did that? Is that for the baby or no?
No, this is the next one.
Oh, I see.
Right. Baby became that.
Oh,
Very
I see.
right. Baby. Well, no, see, look. That's the baby.
Yeah.
This is 49.
Yeah.
More memory. All radar tubes. A lot more electronics.
Yeah.
By 49, the university began to use it as a workable computer.
Right.
Worked very, very closely with Ferranti in Manchester.
Yeah.
February 51, this was delivered. So this was the first.
That's a huge leap forward, isn't it? In 2 years.
It's an incredible leap forward.
Yeah.
Incredible, isn't it? I mean, all they did was they re-engineered this.
Right.
They didn't use. Didn't use. This is the hard drive they had at this stage. Somewhere here. Can't find it. Sorry. Come on.
Was this all in? No, it wouldn't have been in the Kilburn building, because the Kilburn building is being built since then. But this was because I'm in the university. But,
right. Well, you see, it was Kilburn, really. I mean,
Kilburn himself,
who did it,
obviously.
really, not Williams.
Right.
Williams' heart wasn't really in it. Williams went on to other things very soon afterwards, but Kilburn stayed into. There's the hard drive they made for the baby.
Right.
Which is that.
Is that a spinning disc?
Yeah, that's at the bottom of the cloud chamber, Wilson cloud chamber. They got it plated, and there's a motor under it. And you can see the read-write heads. But it was so big, it wouldn't fit in the room. Because you see, by then we'd gone round 3 of the walls. So, and sadly, that's the microphone they used to call down programs. The room was up above, and apparently they never actually said, "Please download a program to us." The word was never used. But anyway, I mean that's. There's what's his name? I am going to see now, day by day. What's his name? You know, Turing.
Turing, I was going to say.
Yeah,
Turing.
that's Turing there. Sure. He came in 49.
Yeah.
So he wasn't in the original development of the memory.
Yeah. Okay.
But he came in 49. He wrote the first assembler really for it.
Right. I was wondering what his involvement was. Yeah.
Yes, it was more on the programming side. Mainly. And then this is the first Ferranti Mark 1 which was delivered to the university in February 51. It was so powerful that they couldn't use it entirely. They couldn't. I mean, so they rented it out.
Really?
It was. I was in the other day involved with that rental, and it was £20 an hour. So for £20 an hour, you see it's paper tape. You can see the paper tape readers. So you cut your paper tape. Obviously, you cut the stuff out away.
Right.
So I mean,
and who were these users? Who was renting it for £20 an hour?
Metrovic, in Manchester, Metropolitan Vickers. But funny enough, the Met Office in the early 50s were actually renting time on this computer. Really? I don't know why. But
just because they thought it'd be cool, or because they obviously used it?
I don't know. You see,
that'd be interesting to research, wouldn't it?
This chap was in there days ago, and he said yes. He was involved with the. He did say also it was unfortunately if you had downtime on the computer, you lost your time because you had an hour slot. He rented it out by the hour to chauffeurs, and obviously he said, of course, let me tell you, it's a story. One day the amping wouldn't work, and he reckoned he knew why, and the engineers didn't, and and all that.
I was just about to ask. I mean, how much malfunction was there in the computer? Like, did the computer kind of go down for periods during the day?
There's a story at this stage. They reckon. I mean, I don't know whether this is true. They reckon when they got a mean time between failures of 3 seconds, they could use it.
Right.
But I mean, now whether that's true, it sounds so little.
Wow.
Because I just wonder whether it is true.
Right.
You know,
Wow.
3 seconds isn't much, is it?
That's all. That's all that it could actually produce before it sort of started to die
I don't
down.
think that would be true.
Yeah, no, exactly.
I mean, this is in a very early stage. Obviously, later on, I mean, it was pretty reliable.
Yeah.
I think the main thing was, unfortunately, you had to have an on-site engineer.
I can
And
imagine.
the first hour every day, he switched the thing on and powered it up and did all the checks and tests
Right.
and that. So, I mean, it was very heavily monitored, really, and checked. But you see, at this stage, unfortunately, there are no cards or anything. This one, I mean, if it's something's wrong, it's get your soldering iron out.
Wow.
Really. Well, if it's really wrong, if it's just a valve, I mean, you can maybe
And then just replace
get
that
the valve,
physical
but you
thing.
can't. But the valves weren't in units; they're individual valves. So yeah, I mean, it's unbelievable, isn't it? How the world has changed.
It is.
Yeah.
I'd like to trace this forward and just see.
I'll just ask you a question. Right, I can understand how you could magnetise this quite easily. Half the current needed for a row, half the current down a column. So only one ring gets sufficient magnetism to sort of a bit of hysteresis. So it gets enough to flip the magnetism one way or the other way. It's a 0 or it's a 1.
Right.
Okay, so we can magnetise, say, that ring. All right, we've magnetised it. So what? How do we know? That's the question. How do we know? Well, how do we know what it is? Is it a 0 or is it a 1? The only record is the magnetism in that ring. It might be north-south, it might be south-north, it might be a 0, it might be a 1.
How are we sensing it? I mean, how are we actually?
Exactly. That's the clever bit.
Because I mean, surely a sensor would be able to pick up whether a magnet, whether.
Well, what you do, unfortunately, what you do is you turn it back to a 0.
Yeah.
Now, if the magnetism flips, that's the sense wire. So it's a bit like pushing a magnet into a coil of wire, little EMF generated, and if we get the flip, it was a 1. So we've got to rewrite it back. But that's how we read it.
Wow. So you read in reverse, almost. Yeah.
By in effect destroying it, really.
Yeah.
I mean, if it was a 0 anyway, nothing happens, leave it as it was.
Right.
But if it had been a 1, we've got to reset it back to 1. I mean, really, it was a brilliant